So it's important that we as young people who feel healthy and feel comfortable go out there and make sure that people are able to exercise their right to vote. All told, the adventure of voting ended up taking
Traffic heading in and out of downtown. And with
Kevin, good evening. Carl
knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in its small forward. And for Minnesota, they've got Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Now, here is Russell. There's the lob to Towns. No good that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
Yeah, he played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Back to Gallinari. Fires from deep. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Towns, the pass to Okogie. Lays it up and banks it in.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Drive by Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley, and that one is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Russell. Gallinari making his last shot. Towns down low. Adams defending, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Towns with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Okogie. The rebound by Steven Adams. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Paul for 3, drops in the tray.
A good three-point shooter a few years back. Paul's turned himself into a great one. Important to do later in your career.
Paul with the steal. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks to Gallinari. Dort passes to Gallinari. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Now, here's Culver. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder, Culver kicks to Lehman. It's tipped. Pass to Culver. Russell with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Muscala. Noel dishes to Muscala. Back to Noel. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Minnesota making a switch here. Noel's checked in, And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Diallo, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Ferguson misses. Timberwolves trail by 4.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuck the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there.
Here's Noel after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. And it's off from three-point range. Noel against Johnson. Here's Muscala. They get it again. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Reed misses.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Shot good by Diallo.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
The Timberwolves trail. And here is Johnson. And the pass to Reed, the 11-footer. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Now here's Diallo. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 6. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the summer a lot.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply own the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Nerlens Noel, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Ferguson in at the 3. So here's Gallinari after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. In the corner, it's Diallo. That shot off. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Johnson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
James Johnson is tough. I mean, he just plays tough. It's impressive. Good at finding ways to draw contact.
So both teams changing it up here. That one misses. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
And it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Here's Paul again, Oklahoma City.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Towns. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now, here is Gallinari. All up top, covered by Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Adams. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Okogie. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead. Ball finds Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Beasley. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:25 left in the first half of basketball. Hernangomez passes to Beasley. Back to Hernangomez. Kicks it out to Beasley. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from Beasley. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Over in the corner, Paul. To the middle. They get a hand on it. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Got a piece of it.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And here now the Thunder. The Thunder with the lead. To the inside. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
And I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man. Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Paul with the bucket.
Got to make a decision quick sometimes, and Chris Paul does that on the catch and shoot.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game time. The shot's good.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Out to Gallinari. To the paint. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Dort passes to Paul. It's good. Paul's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 assists. And that
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Russell is out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. And here's the fast break. Here's Hernangomez. Kicks it out to Beasley. Outside Russell. Lets it go with a 3. The Thunder pull it in.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Dort. Towns with the defensive effort.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Gallinari attacking, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
As a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one. Johnson kicks to Culver. Gallinari with the steal. Diallo inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timberwolves trail by 7. Johnson double teamed. Culver in the corner. And then Culver with the dunk.
How about the force there from Culver, making sure to finish with power, leaving no doubt with that finish.
Here's Muscala. The shot that time, not on target. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Noel. Makes it off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Thunder lead.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
Here's Schroeder. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Here's Ferguson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Ferguson's got 4 this quarter.
And Ferguson showing off a little bit of maybe that strength that we so often talk about he needs to put on.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Culver passes to Reed. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Johnson kicks to Lehman. Johnson outside. Back to Lehman. Shot clock at 5. All alone. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Pass to Ferguson. Muscala with the ball. To the inside. There's Noel. Passes it to Ferguson. Now, here is Muscala. He's guarded closely. Diallo, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Oklahoma City.
And how about the attitude Culver's playing with right now, doing his best to make things happen on that drive.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Culver dishes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Towns with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Beasley. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder leading by 3. Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And taken away by Paul. Here's Muscala. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Thunder. They're up by 3. And we'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Timberwolves trail by 3. And it's Towns penetrating. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
It's going to take more than this to stop Towns. He's too skilled at converting on the drive. And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Russell with the 3. They get it back. Shot clock at 6. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Hernan Gomez passes to Russell, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Towns with it. Chris Paul covering. Towns kicks to Russell. Towns is doubled. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
And Dort gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's Towns missing. The Thunder leading by 5. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Okogie. Back to Towns. Out to Russell. Towns down low. Adams on him. And it's Towns missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Towns. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
And it's Adams on the follow. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And it doesn't happen all that often, but Steven Adams stepping up big here.
Ball against Russell. Good on the shot.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Dort passes to Paul. Here's Dort to the middle. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Russell high post. He's off on that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. James Johnson checked in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. Paul finds Gallinari. Back to Paul. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And pushing it up is Minnesota. The Timberwolves again in transition. Okogie, the pass to Beasley. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a change here. Dort's checked in. The Thunder leading by 3. Paul dishes to Noel. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Noel. 2 free throws coming up. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Clock at 6. There's Russell with a 3. Good! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, there's Noel. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Beasley, the pass to Johnson. Here's Russell. Back to Johnson. Yes!
Johnson been in that spot before, embracing the opportunity and coming through clutch.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. What's your take, guys?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of...
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win.
6 hours. After we voted, my mom and I vowed, like, we're going to do early voting and be the first people in line as soon as the opportunity presents itself. And I know that by voting early, it'll allow me to actually volunteer on November 3rd. Wherever they need us, we'll be there. If that's just directing people into a line, I'll do that. If that's helping people actually cast their ballot, I'll do that. But either way, I just want to be.
The Thunder look like they're not messing around tonight. And look,
Kevin, thanks.
thanks, David. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it? Great 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Ayton kicks to Booker. Back to Ayton. This one for 3. Drops in the layup for 2. Ayton's got his second bucket tonight.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Back to Rubio. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. And taken away by Johnson. Ayton inside. Adams on him. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Ayton. Here's Oklahoma City. 6-point game. Gallinari finds Paul. Over Rubio. And the shot is long.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Here's the lob to Adams. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, simply put it in the vicinity of Steven Adams, and his great hands makes that dunk look easy.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Ayton's got 8 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Oubre with the steal. And Phoenix with another turnover here. Here's Oklahoma City. And stolen by Ayton. Rubio with it. Chris Paul covering. And that one's good. Ayton. He's got 10.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Paul with the bucket.
Well, you'd think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Now here's Booker. Back to Oubre. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. Ayton. And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Thunder trailing by 6. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist from Gallinari.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And it's Ayton missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 4. Inside. And the shot is good from Johnson. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. From deep, Johnson. The drive by Booker. And Adams sends it back. Ayton finds Oubre. Here's Booker. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Now, guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
And it's Gallinari missing. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They lead by 4. And it's Ayton missing. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Gallinari passes to Adams. A rebound by Johnson.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Yes, that goes in.
I tell you, like lightning, Kelly Oubre flashes through on the drive. No one quick enough to stop him.
And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. When it comes to the
guys on the team already tell me I talk too.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the 1.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so he hits both. Oklahoma City trailing. Noel down low. Covered by Saric. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Saric.
Wow, the physicality of Nerlens Noel paying dividends. This guy not bashful, seeking contact.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's the Suns with the ball. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. Jerome, good.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Dario Saric. Schroeder finds Muscala. Now here's Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And he uses the glass on the layup. Schroeder's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
That one falls. Carter's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Schroeder passes to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. 6 to shoot. Noel shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, what's better than Nerlens Noel playing with force on the interior? What a big reason he's earned this trip to the line.
Both good from the line that time. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Out to Carter. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And the Suns miss again.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 16-6 run. Muscala gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Suns trail by 8. Here's Bridges. And he converts the layup.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Noel finds Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Ferguson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder. And finished off by Kaminsky.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Noel.
What a remarkable vertical. Nerlens Noel demonstrating what a sensational athlete he is.
Here's Booker. Again, Phoenix.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Poke loose. He had stolen by Carter. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And up the court come the Suns on the break. No good from Booker.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Over to the left wing. Here's Bridges. Thunder with the rebound. 4 seconds left. Schroeder fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
This guy has quality wingspan for his size. Dennis Schroeder can adapt and adjust to defensive pressure.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Schroeder. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you Dennis Schroeder playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 13 points. And that'll do it for our halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Clock at 2. And no good. Trying to use the glass. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 11.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Now here's Schroeder. 13 points in the game. Out to Gallinari. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Diallo, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. The Suns shooting pretty good tonight at 48%.
And Monty Williams said offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
And the rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging.
And yep, the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
For Oklahoma City, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Good work there as it goes.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Dort passes to Adams. Diallo kicks to Gallinari. Jacks up a three. That shot is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. Passes it to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
Adams, the pass to Dort. The 19-foot shot. It's a hand on it. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 6 here in this quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team. You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Hall finds Gallinari. Now here's Adams. He's covered by Ayton. Gallinari outside. The pass to Adams. Paul outside. Pass to Dort. There's the feed to Adams. 2 points. That one goes. And that's 12 points for Steven Adams. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Sometimes picking after number 10 is just fine. The 13th pick in 2016, Devin Booker, one of the brightest young guards in the NBA today.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Now, here is Muscala. Noel finds Muscala. Bridges with the board. Suns trail by 7. Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
I love the hustle from Saric right there. He sticks with the play, put the finishing touch on it. That's nicely done.
Here's Muscala. Here's Schroeder. And a miss there on the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Booker. And he banks in the layup. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the ability to adjust and finish in different situations? Devin Booker, elite as a scorer.
Here's Ferguson. Pass to Muscala. Passes it to Ferguson. And Muscala has it in the corner. Over Saric. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Moves back up. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Thunder lead by 3. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Inside, Saric and Baines. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Who's out there for Phoenix?
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Schroeder dishes to Noel. Now, here is Muscala. Covered by Saric. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Here is Rubio. Following the score by Oklahoma City. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. The pass to Saric. Back to Rubio. He kicks it to Booker.
Well, tremendous defense from Dennis Schroeder. He is willing to give extra effort on that end of the floor.
And that one is hammered home.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
In the corner, it's Bridges. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Here's Schroeder. The wing jumper off target. Suns trail by 7. Here's Bridges. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Bridges with the board.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Here's Schroeder. Kept alive.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Suns have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Baines. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder for 3. Rubio with the rebound.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Booker.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
and he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Rubio. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. 5 to shoot, and Noel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Booker. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it in the fast break chance. Here's Baines. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
So for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Sharch. And Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Rubio dishes to Ayton. Chalk up 2 there.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around from outside the arc. But they recover it. 1:14 left in the fourth. Paul with the bucket.
That's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Adams sends it back. Gallinari outside. To the inside. It's in!
Wow, Steven Adams continuing to evolve. How about the clutch delivery?
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. And it's Oubre. The drive. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You have got to respect that about Oubre. He believes in himself even in the tight spots of the game.
Gallinari. Money!
If you don't like pressure, you shouldn't play basketball. Mr. Gallinari with the delivery.
Rubio the pass to Ayton. Misses from close range. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Paul. The 3. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. From downtown. Good D by Booker. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Money!
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got it!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Booker with no one around. So we see the Thunder get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg.
a smiling, positive force, making sure that everyone feels safe and has the right to vote.
And next week, Trae Young hosts another installment of More Than a Vote with his.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home.
Well, the ceremony.
Thank you, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Here's Gallinari. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the fouls. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Getting into the paint, drawing contact. That's a focal point for Gallinari.
Gallinari hits them both. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Thunder on D. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Now, here's Ingles. The pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Paul passes to Dort. Count that bucket.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Here is Conley.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
One-on-one here. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. That one good for 2.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Fires the 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 7 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dort passes to Gallinari, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
So much of his offense is perimeter oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Mitchell outside. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Takes the turnaround J. Here's Gobert, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Bringing effort and bringing energy. Gilgeous-Alexander taking it strong.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But Greg, last season, he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Moutier dishes to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Moutier, no good. Under trailing by 3. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Now, here is Muscala. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Pass to Clarkson. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Here's Moutier after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Moutier looking around. Pass to O'Neal. He kicks to Gobert. And here's Davis for 3. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Noel. Diallo inside. He's covered by Clarkson. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell.
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Davis is out there with Gobert. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Moutier into the point guard. That's the group right now for Utah. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Over in the corner, Moutier. There's the dish to O'Neal. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
They get the rebound. Passes to Moutier. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Clarkson. Second chance shot. And stolen by Diallo. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. The layup off target. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. But they get it back. And Gobert kicks to Moutier. Tips it up. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. 11 points in the game.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length. It's also the instincts.
Davis with it. Now guarded by Noel. Now the pass to Clarkson. Pass to O'Neal. Now Davis. Back to O'Neal. It's up a 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 3. Diallo the pass to Noel. Back to Diallo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform.
Ooh, love it, love it. Leaving no doubt about that one. Gallinari active, getting to the rim.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. On the wing, Mitchell. Outside, Bogdanovich. And there's the feed to Gobert. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Gobert's got 6 in the quarter.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Ingles with the ball. Takes a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Kicks it out to Paul. Now Gallinari. He has 6. Dort misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. It doesn't go for him. Adams, some nice D. Oh, Paul in position. And that's going to be too many steps. That's the whistle on the travel. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. Kicks it to Ingles. Mitchell outside. Buzzer beater's good. What? Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break or third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 13 points, 3 steals, and that's going to...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in its small forward. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Paul with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. And there it is for him. Gallinari's got 8 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Mitchell outside. He feeds it to Conley. Shot clock at 6. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. The putback. And there's the pass to Ingles. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. In the corner, it's Clarkson. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Clarkson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz. Inside, Adams. Nice move, and the layup is up and in. Adams has got his first bucket in this one.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates, and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell, after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Conley finds Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City, trailing by 5.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Back to Conley. Feeds to Ingles. Outside Conley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA. One of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Muscala, he's checked in for Adams. Out left to the wing. Now, here's Ingles. Tight defense on him. Right side, Conley. Back to Ingles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Noel against Bogdanovich. Noel with it. Down low. Here's Schroeder. Mike Conley grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 5. Mitchell dishes to Ingles. And here is Conley. It's stolen by Schroeder. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Noel passes to Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Thunder trailing by 5. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Jazz lead by 3. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal, and it's Gobert in at the center position. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
And the shot goes in.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Mitchell doing a good job. In order to have a chance in this league, you've got to be able to score. He's done that tonight.
Kicks it out to Paul. Over to the wing. Adams with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Adams. Utah with the rebound.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. In the corner, O'Neal with it. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Clarkson, he's checked in for O'Neal. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. It's a 3-point game. Here's Adams. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
Dort passes to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the lob to Adams. He can't get that one. Utah leading by 3. Here's Clarkson. Reverses. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Tries again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Nice play by Donovan Mitchell. You love a guard who can take it up strong, take the bump, and still convert.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Noel missing.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
To the left wing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Here's Noel. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Jazz leading by 6. Mitchell wide open. Another miss by Utah.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Here's Ingles. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 assists in the game. To the paint. Here's Noel. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Noel passes to Dort.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's the first that brings them within single digits. Good on both. We've got 1:18 left in the game. Conley feeling it out. Ingles in the corner. The feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Utah.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Rudy Gobert.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
To the inside, Moutier, and stolen by Noel. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Nader. The three-pointer, no good. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Oni. Clock at 6. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Burton grabs the miss. But they recover it. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Some good moments throughout. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
with his personal story.
You'll definitely want to check back for that.
Hey, Ryan here, back with more My Team updates for you. Next is Now tip-off packs are officially out now, complete with one player from each NBA team.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. We have seen D'Angelo Russell.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, but we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now, here's Adams. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, 3-on-3, and Towns throws it down.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Here's Dort. Gallinari in the corner. Paul outside. Back to Gallinari. Passes it to Dort. 6 to shoot. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Gallinari throws it down.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ball against Russell. Right side Towns. Shoots over Adams.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Gallinari right side. Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Gallinari. Feeds it to Adams. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Minnesota. Trailing by 2.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Johnson's checked in and good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Inside, here's Towns. It's not going to go for him. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson with the block. Here's Towns. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
What a play.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Adams drawing the double team. Gallinari against Johnson. And Adams kicks to Gallinari. Towns with the defensive effort.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Okogie misses. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Right wing. And the basket by Okogie.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Here's Dort. Buries it down low.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Towns is double. Out to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Hernan Gomez finds Towns. Shoots over Adams. And that one's good. Towns has got 6.
Well, you got to do better to root Towns out of there. I mean, he's a really polished scorer inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Down low. Paul with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Whenever CP3 gets his hands on the ball, you know he's going to turn it up court right away. He loves initiating the break.
And Adams sends it back. There's the pass to Dort. The feed now to Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Here's the lob to Adams.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Muscala with the ball. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Thunder shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Thunder leading by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Mike Muscala out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And here we go. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Beasley.
Boy, such a dangerous threat in transition. I mean, once Beasley gets a step on the defense, goodbye.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in, and he's able to get it back. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Oklahoma City. Schroeder looking over the floor. Now here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, Beasley can really move. I mean, his drives are explosive and sudden. The defense has no way to stop him.
Noel passes to Schroeder. It's deflected. Intercepted. And Beasley, here we go. Got that one up quick. And now just a 1-point Thunder lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, they've been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fast break, Minnesota. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, there's a little bounce to Beasley's game. This fella, he can get off the ground and elevate on you.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Noel down low. He's up against Beasley. Diallo finds Noel. Back to Diallo. 5 on the clock. Noel passes to Diallo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look for Oklahoma City. Alinari comes in for Muscala. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Towns is checked in. Reed misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Terrific timing by Noel, utilizing his vertical and hands extremely well in terms of how he blocks shots.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Here's Noel. Here's Towns. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
That one looking good the whole way, guys. I mean, for a young center, Towns very mindful of his shot mechanics.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Timberwolves leading by 3. Now Russell, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Towns in the corner. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. No good there. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Dort passes to Gallinari. The dish now to Adams. Here's Dort to the middle. Got a piece of it.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Paul. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
What a terrific finisher he is for an undersized player. Chris Paul doesn't let anything throw him off.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Adams. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome a competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Malik Beasley.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Towns, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Hernan Gomez has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Paul dishes to Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. To the inside. Here's Dort. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Pass to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Dort passes to Gallinari. Drive by Adams. Here's Dort. Pass to Adams. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Got a piece of it. Dort passes to Gallinari. Here's Dort. 6 points for him. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Adams. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Russell with it. Chris Paul covering, and he gets it to go.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Back to Paul. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Again, Oklahoma City.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
And it's good for 2. Towns has got 14 points for the game.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
The pass to Okogie. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Towns, no luck.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Both teams deciding to change it up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Timberwolves trail by 7. Russell looking it over. Got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Oklahoma City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Dennis Schroeder. Noel is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Diallo in at the shooting guard. Russell with the bucket.
Hey, I can't overstate it. I mean, as a defense in transition, you have to locate Russell before he finds the bottom of the net. You got to get to him quickly.
Diallo the pass to Adams. Adams drawing the double team. Schroeder up top. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And this team has been all Adams. He's getting to his spots and capitalizing with ease right now.
Right side, Russell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Russell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Taking the hit and still getting it to go down. Russell showing you some nice toughness there.
Muscala dishes to Schroeder. It's tipped. And pushing it up again is Minnesota, again in transition, and he makes that one. And 12 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
To tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Russell's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Pass to Ferguson. Down low. And Noel throws it down.
Simply got to love the way Noel finishes his dunks. I mean, so strong around the cup.
Here's Layman. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Layman's got his first points of the night.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. Right at you.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Okogie's checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Culver. Top of the key, Russell. To take the lead, and it's good on the layup. Russell's got 14 points now in the second half.
Big score at this point in the game, folks. D'Angelo can't do it any better than that.
There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. And slam dunk by Noel.
Really admire the efforts of Noel. Keeping his composure, staying calm when attempting the huge shot.
Russell against Paul. And they double up Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Towns. Another shot.
Textbook up fake there. does
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Johnson, the pass to Russell. Here's a Kobe. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Man, how about the cool, calm, collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Molinari finds Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous Alexander as that one goes in. Adams has got 4 points this quarter. Passes it to Towns. Second shot opportunity. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Gallinari. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
Nice recognition by Towns there. I mean, catches the defender out of position and then sails the foul call.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
And it goes down 2 points.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Russell kicks to Towns. He dishes it to Johnson. Towns, the pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adams.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Ball's not loose. Gilgeous Alexander with the steal. Here's Dort. It's good!
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show they put up.
Pistol Pete, James Worthy, and Yao Ming? Safe to say these packs have it all. In Limited this weekend, grab all your former top 10 picks and see if you can get one of these new Lakers-inspired Limited rings for Season 2. And in Unlimited news, shout out to everybody who participated.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of I-40 and now it's sent it down to David Aldridge standing by.
Well, Kevin, Devin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. And stolen by Ayton. Fast break, here come the Suns. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, Booker has established that he can score, and now showing that he can play make.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And it's the Suns with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Booker, and Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Gallinari finds Adams to the paint. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals. So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now here's Adams, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game right now, and so he hits the technical free throw.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams, but this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strength and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here. Steven Adams, one of the players that we talk about whose numbers really never tell you the whole story about how much he impacts the game. Sets a ton of screens and sets a ton of tone for this team on both ends of the floor.
And he makes both free throws. Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Johnson. Inside, got a piece of it. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Oubre. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Well, assertive play there from Oubre, just being aggressive and not bothered by the touch.
Adams, the pass to Dort. Paul outside. From deep, Gallinari. Rubio with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And that one, good.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Here's Adams. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
So here's Gallinari. The Suns getting the bucket. And now the Suns, a fast break. That's good from Booker on the assist by Johnson. 6 points for Devin Booker.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. And Phoenix also making a switch. Sarge is checked in. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV side. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's Ferguson. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Oubre passes to Saric. Here's Booker, and Adams sends it back. It's deflected. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
We've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Booker finds 8. Booker looking around. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. 2 on the clock. And it's Ayton missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. You want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but like...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. We've got Bridges. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the 1. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Schroeder passes to Noel. Back to Schroeder. Here's Ferguson. Diallo kicks to Ferguson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For the Thunder, Mike Muscala is checked in for Steven Adams, and Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
Think about Ferguson combining all of that athleticism that he has with consistently finding ways to make contributions on the offensive end of the floor. And that
was something else.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And here's the break. Good ball movement here by the Suns. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Baines passes to Bridges. Carter for 3. Headshot off. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Pass to Diallo. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Carter.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
And the Thunder making a change here. Dort's checked in. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Dort's got his second basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
He lobs it up, and the dunk by Baines.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And Noel throws it down.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Suns. In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Carter. Now the pass to Kaminsky. To the wing on the left. Out to the right wing. Jerome passes to Baines to the left side wing. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Paul.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Carter on the wing, and stolen by Diallo. Here's the break. Here's Noel, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Paul dishes to Muscala. Pass to Dort. It's tipped. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Jerome. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Jumps up. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Carter. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And Baines kicks to Kaminsky. Jerome passes to Baines. And Carter has it in the corner. Here's Jerome. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
So both teams changing it up here. The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
That's tough, because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Rubio, the pass to Johnson, to the paint. Adams against Ayton. Rubio left side. Saric outside. 4 on the shot clock. With his first shot attempt, and the basket by Rubio.
This has always been a bit of an issue. Ricky Rubio, his finishing ability on the inside, but gets it done that time.
And Adams with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Mike Muscala. Saric against Gallinari. And Ayton throws it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
The Thunder have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Ferguson, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ferguson's shot is good. Ferguson's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Kicks it out to Paul. Down low. Dort passes to Adams. Paul outside. Pass to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Watch out below. Gallinari gets up there. You don't see that much from him, but like to see it when you do.
Over in the corner, Paul. Out to Gallinari. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor...
Yeah, Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with him.
Here's Dort. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Johnson kicks to Oubre. Back to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. Up again. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. Puts the move on. He lays it in. Adams has got 13.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Booker the pass to Oubre. Here's the 3. And Booker is good for 3. He's got 11.
Booker right now finding some room out there behind the three-point line to get himself going.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Suns making a switch here. Passes it to Baines. Here's Jerome. Carter outside. But they'll get another chance. And Baines kicks to Bridges. Rob. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Schroeder leading the charge.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Suns trail by 3. Stolen. And now a fast break for the Thunder. That one falls. Schroeder's got his first points in this one.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And the pass to Jerome. .55 seconds left to play here in the third. Out to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Saric outside. Dishes it to Baines. And the jumper from down low is good. Baines has got 9.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Muscala gets the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Bridges passes to Carter. It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Noel finds Schroeder. Muscala with the ball. Baines is there. There's Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
Both free throws good from Noel. Now Rubio. The dish to Johnson. Kicks it out to Rubio. Six seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Rubio. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. It turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Frank Kaminsky, and it's Oubre in at the three slot.
No layups right there for SGA, up to the rim.
Offensive rebound, basket counts.
Yeah, nothing too fancy, just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Schroeder, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Schroeder's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Thunder. The Suns shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Kicks it out to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Rubio outside. Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
As a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Dort. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Booker in the post. Gilgeous Alexander covering. Rubio left side. Beyond the arc. Phoenix no good that time either. The Thunder leading by 7. That's a 2 from Paul. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The drive by Booker. Banked in off the glass.
Booker showing some speed, excelling there, and blasting right through the defense to get to the rim.
The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
A feisty defense from Steven Adams coming in there on that play, and he turns it into points on the fast break.
Booker dishes to Oubre. Booker against Gilgeous Alexander. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Over Gallinari. That's good from Booker on the assist by Ayton. Booker's got 9 points now in just the second half. Gilgeous Alexander surveying the D. Gallinari outside. Clock at 6. From deep. No good on the shot. There's the triple. And it's Gallinari again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Booker finds 8. Count it. And now it's only a 5-point Thunder lead.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Adams right side. Paul outside. Pass to Gallinari. Tries it from the top of the key. That's Gallinari again missing. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. And that one's good, Ayton. Now it's just a 3-point Thunder lead.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Gallinari down low. Kaminsky's there. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
That doesn't happen all that often, but Steven Adams stepping up big here.
Back to Rubio. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Kick out to Adams. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. And that one hits back iron. Suns have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Count it!
And that's why these fans love their Gallo. His ability to step up and take huge shots is what makes him so valuable.
For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Shoots it up. Dort passes to Paul. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gallinari missing. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Yeah, probably going to have to do more than that as Oubre is finding a way to get into that seam and then overcomes that aggressive defense to score.
Rebounded by Kaminsky.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes they can.
in the first game day for the $250,000 My Team Unlimited tournament.
It wasn't a good day for me, but it's never how you start, it's always how you finish.
I played all right, lost my final game like only 20 minutes ago, but I actually did enjoy it quite a bit. First of all, I have the glitch John Stockton as my point guard, the man that can dunk. It's pretty...
And about ready to get... Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. I'm D.A. Jenkins.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the small forward position. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. Now here's Conley. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Gallinari passes to Dort. Kick out to Adams. Gallinari outside. 6 to shoot. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, some contact there on the shot, but Danilo Gallinari, much improved upper body strength, maintains his focus. Nicely done.
Now here's Conley. Mitchell outside. He feeds it to Gobert. Misses from short range. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion. Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Mitchell. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Mitchell looking it over. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Passes to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. The pass to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Adams' shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's Mitchell, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
Wow, gentlemen, the quick first step of Donovan Mitchell gets the advantage, and it's over.
Gallinari on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. A putback, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got his second basket of the game.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Mitchell finds Gobert. Outside, Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous Alexander all alone. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's the break. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Gilgeous Alexander.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. 36 seconds left in the first. Mudiay against Schroeder. Mudiay with the ball. Pass to Gobert. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute.
Schroeder kicks to Diallo. Here's Ferguson. Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Jazz lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Thunder 5 right now. Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2-guard. Kicks it out to Schroeder. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Here's O'Neal. Offline with his 3. Under trailing by 5. Muscala dishes to Schroeder. Pass to Noel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanović was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. The Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And yes, it's good. Noel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Here's Ferguson, guarded by O'Neal. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for Utah. Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. Feeds it to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Ferguson, defended by Gobert. Ferguson kicks to Diallo. It's Muscala, top of the key. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City moving it around. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Jazz have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Clarkson surveying the floor. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Noel. Pass to Schroeder. To the middle. And Noel gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. Noel's got the lead up to 1 now for the Thunder.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
It's tipped. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Here's O'Neal. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Schroeder passes to Diallo. Here's Noel. They shoot again. The pass to Ferguson. Kicks it to Muscala. Inside. It's stolen by Moutier. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And they're running. Here's Moutier, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And when we talk about the best shooters in the game, and we were just doing that moments ago, check, Bogdanovic's name comes up more and more. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nerlens Noel really making a difference here.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Shot clock at 2. Pass to Dort. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Well, this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition.
Adams' shot is good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Mitchell outside. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
How fast does Donovan Mitchell get off the ground? My goodness.
We're trailing by 5. Stolen by Mitchell. that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee. And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent. Such a skilled defender. Joe Ingles great at positioning himself and using his length to poke balls away.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one is stuffed right through.
How fast off his feet is Gilgeous-Alexander? What a dunk.
Mitchell outside. He kicks it to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Gobert's got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz. It's to Gallinari. Passes it to Dort. It's stolen by Ingles. Mitchell outside. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got 13 points in the second half.
Guys, you can tell Donovan Mitchell can wear down a defense. He's cooking right now.
And the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
For the Jazz, O'Neal's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Clarkson in for Mitchell.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively.
1:29 left in the third quarter of the game. And the layup falls. Adams has got 10 points.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Outside Conley. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. To the paint. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Thunder trailing by 8, and they're moving it up. And here they go. Here's Ferguson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic. The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. For the Thunder, Mike Muscala is checked in for Adams. And Diallo subbed in for Chris Paul. Utah leading by 6. Outside Conley. Off the left rim and out. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. 34 seconds left in the third. Muscala dishes to Noel, and the shot goes in. He's got 10.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Clarkson passes to Ingles, poked loose, and stolen by Diallo. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Mike has specialized over the years in being able to get defenders committed. Nicely done.
First trip to the line for him here. And the Thunder making a change here. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Jazz lead by 4. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Utah leading by 4. A perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Noel is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Schroeder in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. His first shot coming late. And that one goes long.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Here's Ferguson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Gallinari passes to Noel. The feed to Muscala. Now Schroeder. Kicks it to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Muscala misses. Utah leading. Ingles passes to Clarkson. Thunder with the rebound. Noel's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. Knocked loose. Stolen by Conley. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Ingles with the ball. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Noel's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. There's the dish to Muscala. Back to Noel. And he hits it to tie the game up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Conley. Down low, Ingles. That one, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Clarkson passes to Ingles. Over Noel. And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
I'll tell you, Ingles is just such a pro. This guy is unafraid despite the defense.
And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist from Gallinari.
Dennis Schroeder has proven historically he is unafraid in big moments, and he delivers big time.
Now Conley. That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
Boy, not many players in the league who are going to be faster than Dennis Schroeder in the open floor.
Utah calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nerlens Noel.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for O'Neal, and it's Mitchell in for Jordan Clarkson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
Mitchell wide open. but they recover it. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Paul with the steal. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And Adams with the slam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Thunder.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Noel. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
This one for three. And it's Mitchell missing. And the Thunder with possession. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The shot's good from Paul.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Noel. Paul against Conley. Paul dishes to Noel. Dort passes to Noel. Gobert with the block.
Let's remember that the 7-foot frame includes a 7'9" wingspan. Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, doing work.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They won this game going